Hey, my friends, loved ones, family of light. I've been working with this fire. I come out here, it's been raining for all night, it's been hot, and now the fire has turned into a beautiful masterpiece. It did take me some time to get it going, but that is a fire now. A lot of work. I say happy Sirius rising, happy time of the second sun on the horizon every day, covered in charcoal, probably on my face. I've already gone through one shirt. So it's been a bit of a challenge, but a joyful challenge, because you know it so gets you grounded, it so gets you back to yourself, so gets you one with the essence of the earth grids, the earth, the codes that are coming in, of the sun, sacred sun Sirius, and then we're working up towards the Lion's Gate, which is Sirius and Orion, and feminine and masculine energies of the cosmos. That it's like a thinning of the veil every year, where we can consciously feel and be in tune with and make our affirmations, decrees, our prayers at that time in behalf of the world, half of our life and our families. So I want to just sing for a minute. Brought my staff that I made, got the colors of the sunset on it, different sacred feathers. That's a hawk fan. This is the hoop of, well, it's 4 races of mankind, colors, humankind, but also represents the spring, summer, fall, winter. It's called the medicine wheel. It's called east, south, west, north. Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and then the sacred sun, Mother Earth within, crystal core Mother Earth, the center, the central sun. Now the Sirius rising on the dawn, on the eastern horizon, and it's really bright. It's called the second sun. His doorway is open for like 4 days, 7 days, and you just call to your higher aspects, call to your highest potential, call your highest version of yourself down here, your highest trajectory to move through your life and guide you and show you what you need to know to make your life more balanced, more fulfilled, more grounded, more whole and complete. As we're spiraling, you know, we continually make these circles like the medicine wheel, aspects of life: youth, birth, childhood, youth, middle age, old age. The cycle returns to birth again. And so, cycles and seasons, as we're spiraling upwards gradually in our ascension process, or just basic, the massive evolution we're going through now. And so, I feel good. I share a little song. I want to read some very powerful initiatory rites to you, reflective of where we all are on this planet at this time. Normally I don't like to pull out book or scripture or things like that, but this particular one is Ascended Master Teachings. I think you'll enjoy it. It'll help make sense of, and from a different angle, what we're going through. Hey ho hey ho hey ho, way 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 ho way ho hey 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 hey ho hey 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 oh hey ho hey 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 oh hey ha ho 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 hey hey oh hey oh hey hey oh hey oh hey hey oh hey 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 oh hey ho hey ho hey ho hey ho hey ho hey ho hey hey oh hey oh hey ho hey ho hey oh 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 ho hey ho. Whew. I know a lot of travel songs. They don't belong to me. I borrow them, I learned them, share them ceremonies, sweat lodges, pipe ceremonies, any kind of earth medicine way ceremony. But I only share them occasionally. And so, out of respect, I'm going to share this one. It's not an ancient traditional song, but it comes from, I'm going to sing it and then I'll tell you what the meaning of it. It's an eagle song from a place called the Thunderbird Dig. Grandfather Wallace's song. He gave it to us long ago. Many of his kindreds. Think of the ego, calling down the ego, calling down your higher self, calling down the spirit of oneness, of all the realms, the hierarchies of heaven. Whew, cosmic beings and great cosmic light. That's the star nations, the inner earth nations, the all that is, spirit that moves in all things. Nation. Hey ya hey ya hey ya hey yo, ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey yo, Yahweh Yahweh ya hey ya hey ho ya hey hey ya hey hey yo, ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey yo, ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey yo, Yahweh Yahweh ya hey ya hey ho ya hey ya hey hey yo, Yahweh 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 ya, hey ya, hey ho ya, hey hi ya, hey hi ya, oi. Ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey oi. Ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey oi. Ya, hoi, oi, ya, hey ha ya, hey ho ya, hey hi ya, hey hi ya, oi. Yahweh, 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 Yah, hey, ya, hey, ho, ya, hey, hi, ya, hey, hi, ya, Yahweh. Yah, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, Yahweh. Yah, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, Yahweh. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yah, hey, ya, hey, ho, ya, hey, hi, ya, hey, hi, ya, Yahweh. Yahweh, 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 Yah, hey, ya, hey, ho, ya, hey, hi, ya, hey, hi, ya, Yahweh. Yah, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, Yahweh. Yah, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, Yahweh. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yah, hey, ya, hey, ho, ya, hey, hi, ya, hey, hi, ya, Yahweh. Yahweh, 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 Yah, hey, ya, hey, ho, ya, hey, hi, ya, hey, hi, ya, yoi, hey, 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 you. Thank you to the Eagle Nation coming from the east. My guidance, my teachers asked me to stand up, honor the east, honor the new beginnings, honor the new cycle of life that is here for yourself and all beings. The new beginnings, the new realm, the new paradigm, the new shift of the ages, precession of the equinoxes, the Aquarian age, the 1,000 years of peace, Christ's return through our hearts. Whew. The galactic intercession of the masters of the higher planets, higher realms that know what we've needed all this time. And they're gradually getting us ready in this lifetime. They said we've been preparing for lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes for this time right now. They said it's going to change from the dark planet to the golden shining planet in the blink of an eye. They meaning Ascended Masters. Metatron said the same thing in his book. Happened in a blink of an eye, probably meaning very few short years. That's my guess. Like the time we've been going through since it's all compressed. Even though 3D is slower, it's rapidly, time is speeding up, time is getting weird, right? It doesn't make sense, or you lose track of time, or this, that, or days. And because we're entering into the higher level, we're entering into the higher fifth dimensional, going from the carbon base to the crystalline. You're calling in our higher self, the I am presence, spark in our heart is awakened. It's in our heart, it's also in the beyond the sun. And the great aspects, the great central sun of system that controls many systems of worlds from the central sun, whatever that is. An etheric sun, or a spiritual sun, or another dimension. They say the sun's a portal, so we don't know. But we've been down pretty deeply for many eons of time, and it's our time to make it back. We've climbed the mountain all these lifetimes, and now we're timelines. Now we've called in the highest timeline as a collective, and now it's manifesting. Heaven on earth. In some ways it looks bad, but that's just, there's a lot of illusion, there's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of destructive element still out there of the light and the shadow. But if we don't pay attention to it, we focus on our inner calling, we focus on our inner guidance, we focus on our inner, right here, like this, being in nature. They say the nature's in the nature's in the fifth dimension already, and she's just waiting for the humans to catch up. Nature's already there. And, or some say the higher fourth, into the fifth dimension. Who knows? Different teachers say different things. So, but we've been so dumbed down since Atlantis. You know, we had supposedly we had 12 strands of DNA at one time. Now we have 2. All the genetic experimentation. You know, the good that made the human body amazing and what it could do in the humans, but there was negative factors and forces that got in because of our free will. Somehow they say we let them in, or they snuck in, or they conned us to get in, or however, all through and then we bought into the dynamics and the games of the lower dimensional frequencies. We've been through six golden ages, like Atlantis and Lemuria. This is the 7th and permanent golden age, never going down again, permanent golden age. We use the violet fire, which is transmutation. It transmutes anything less than perfection back into perfection. Anything unhealed back into healed. Anything from the lower emotions, negativity, and pride, envy, jealousy back into neutrality, equality, love, harmony, and equal respect, reciprocity for all. And so, this is the times we live in. This is the medicine of the lifetime we live in. What a great time to be alive. It's the greatest time to be alive. You know, don't look at the destruction of the world. I know we got to pray for the people. Yeah, we pray for those areas that are suffering. Yes. And war. Yes, of course. Those things that are happening. Yes. I look back a year ago, close to a year ago, of the tragedy in Maui, Hawaii. You know, a lot of sinister stuff. But we're all waking up. The masses are waking up. You know, it's like when we, the people, get pissed enough, it's never going to happen again. We're not putting up, and globally. And we see that all through the, you know, Facebook or the social media. Not on mainstream. They won't tell you. They wouldn't tell you what was happening if... Anyways, we all know all that stuff. We're doing our jobs. Whatever it is. No comparison, no competition, no... You're looking at people that are making all this money, Facebook, or look at, you know, the success or happy marriages, Don't worry about any of that stuff. You worry about where you are. Because where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And it's a choice. Whether we chose it now or before we were born, it's not out of despair. It's not out of loneliness or giving up on relationship or or not want to be around family or running away. It's not any of that. It's from a higher level. It's all so that we can go through our training, our massive training of our soul evolution, which is so massively quantified to be on a incredible fast track, bullet train. I don't know where we're going exactly, but there's a lot happening all at once, I guess you could say, in quantum physics. There's a lot happening in many realms. If we just are right here, if there's only now, if there's only quantum nowness, or gradually spiraling upward like the divine feminine energy, it's moving, it's swirling, it's circular, as opposed to the old linear way, which was A to Z. You know, using the left brain, you try to go oriented, and now it's becoming more of a flow. Everything's a flow, everything's a mystery, everything's an unfoldment. The answers come from within. The East Indian teachers told me, they said, you sit in meditation, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to achieve, there's only to realize. And when you go into the state of emptiness that is fullness, there are no problems, there's only solutions. There's no negativity, there's only light, there's only God. God is everything. We're just, you don't look at it as problems. You just look at it as, this is what we do, this is what we do, this is what we do. This is 3D. We do. We have to take steps. We have to do this and that. From here to there, we have to walk. Or if you want something, you have to work for it, etc. Or if you're just guided by the universe, you're following your teacher's lead, the master's lead, then you wake up and you commit once again. God, I give myself to you. I am presence. I adore thee. I know that you'll take care of all my earthly requirements. Therefore, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. On earth as it is in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done. Forgive us this day of our trespasses we forgive others. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. The valley of the shadow of death is the illusion. The realm of fear, the realm of everything lives and everything dies. Therefore, we must be afraid of that. So we must just keep on trying to. And so it controls us at a very core level, at a very, very elemental, cellular level, to make you behave, to make you follow the rules, to make you, if you want to be happy, you want to be whole, you want to live long, you want to da-da-da. So you play their game. I call it their game. It's not the way it's meant to be, per se. There's a whole new world that's awakening. If you think about where we spent to work 40 hours a week, where we meant to work 5 and 2. I walked into my boss's one day in the morning and I said, why the hell, who invented 5 and 2 anyways? And he says, what are you talking about? I said, why isn't 4 and 3? Why isn't half and half? He said, that's a good question. 40 hours of our week, a couple hours to ourselves at night. That's slave, man. Think about it. That's a slave consciousness. Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to pay to exist? Why do we pay taxes on things we've already been taxed? Why do we have to even give, other than a basic little bit flat tax, which is coming, very basic. So it's all for others to get wealthy off us and get in power, keep their power and keep their control and keep their sinister ways and keep their darkness and keep their hiding what they do to our children and how they feed off us. It's called looshing. They feed off the fear of the planet. We're talking pretty big beings, pretty smart, pretty dark. The dark Demiurge, the archons that come through the reptilians and the elites and the powers that were. But from all my understanding, the dark leaders have been taken off the planet. All the dark, the real power ones, the real ones that, there had to be a war against them with the sacred, our ancestral master consciousness, galactics, and the United States Space Force, the secret space program, Research all that. It'll blow your mind. What our country's been up to, what our world's been up to long before you knew anything about. So, but they wanted to stop us. That's why they came in, the Greys and the reptilians. Well, they've always been here underground. Not way down, not the inner earth, the Shambhala, Shangri-La, the pure lands of the Buddhas. No, the sacred places. No, that's way down in another realm, inner earth. If you believe that. It's just all theory. I'm just talking theory. And things I've heard and read. But the reptilians lived in tunnels. They lived in the one layer down, several miles. They had their bases. And, research it. I don't care. If you call me crazy, I don't care. I've researched this to the nth degree. I was made to. I didn't want to. It scared the hell out of me. I was made to do it. So now these guys have been taken off, the leaders. And there are good ones. There are good Greys. There are good reptilians. They're here to help humankind. It's hard to understand. It's hard to believe, but supposedly that's the way it is. So anyways, all these different races are working together now. That's the Galactic Federation of Light. Endless amounts of star systems and star beings that are part of that. But what's left is called the minions. The minions that, the dark witches, the dark sorcerers, the dark politicians, the dark, governmental, every aspect that have tried to, be part of the darkness that, whether they started that way or whether they were turned that way, a lot of blackmailing and politics and Hollywood and all that, and they sold themselves out. They said if we're gonna tell your family what you've been doing, all this horribleness and the children and all that, if you don't commit and vow to this. And a lot of them turned. And so, it's a fight, it's a challenge for people in this realm, because we all have shadow and light, right? If you're weak, and everything tries to pull you that way, from drugs to money, power, ego, sex, addictions to all them. People get caught into them. Fame, power, self-importance, the ego. If they don't surrender the ego, if they don't make a vow and commitment to be their higher self in this lifetime, at any moment you can do that. You can just say, God, I'm awakening. I need your help. I'm begging you to give me my life back. Give me who I'm supposed to be, my highest potential, my highest timeline, my highest trajectory, my highest version of myself, please. And do the work. I'm here to do the work that I signed up for, that I agreed to before I came to this lifetime. Not to F around and do nothing and fall down into the abyss. And a lot of those people have also made it out. They've looked for help. They've got through, cult deprogramming and whatnot. They're finding their way out with, good, pure teachers and the love of the universe. And so it's pretty outrageous. It's pretty powerful. And I want to read some stuff to you. Not about that, but it's about something else. It has to do with Christ. It has to do with when Jesus went through his transfiguration, resurrection, and ascension. They said it was on the esoteric level, on the mystery school level, it was the highest teaching for mankind could ever have. That you could actually go through a transfiguration in your life, a resurrection and an ascension in your life 2,000 years later. I mean, who knew? I mean, there's been a certain amount of saints, certain amount of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and beings around the world that have reached the enlightenment and walked out of this realm into the glory of a higher dimension, awake without having off the wheel of karma, off the wheel of reincarnation. called ascension, a lot of them. Isaiah, Elijah, Moses, Christ, the Buddha, the Bodhisattvas, they said they vow to come back. They've already reached the enlightenment, the nirvana, the satori, the emancipation, but they vowed to come back every lifetime until every being on earth was enlightened. Huge commitment, right? Descended masters. What do you think that means? Ascended masters. These are all beings, and there's a couple thousand of them, or I wouldn't say there's endless, but there's a bunch that have reached these levels and walked out, like Christ, like Buddha, like El Morya, like Kathumi, Mother Mary, Lady Nada, Kuan Yin, Mahachohan, Lantos, Divine Director. That's what it's called, Divine Director. I don't know what that means, but he's a big guy. You look it all up. It's all there. When you start reading it, you're gonna be floored. They live on another level. They're not as high as the galactics or the angelic because they're more physical in their realm, just above us. They work like intermediaries between, and they're always guiding us. They're like the teachers of the teachers of the teachers, or direct with us directly. I've received a lot from them directly. And it's hard to believe. It sounds silly. It sounds awkward. It sounds, well, some people might say ridiculous, but if you're going to call it ridiculous, then why are you even on this channel? I mean, I'm just saying, people come here because there's a resonation, there's a resonance. So look up Saint Germain, the I Am teachings on the YouTube. There's one that's 7 hours long. They brought through Amazing Book, which was one of the greatest adventure stories, Indiana Jones, you could ever imagine, multidimensional. It's called Unveiled Mysteries by Guy Ballard or Godfrey Ray King. And then the second book, that's Unveiled Mysteries. The second book is The Magic Presence. And it's all about this guy. He was a Descended Master disciple. They call him Chelas. And he was one of the highest levels. He had been trained for 30 years to become a vehicle for them. And he was called to Mount Shasta in 1930s, 1920s. And out there on the mountainside, Saint Germain walked up to him. He says, "I'm so glad to see you again, my son." And he loved him. He just knew him so much. They were super close on his other levels of consciousness. And this guy's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And it took him all these ways, but he take him out of body on journeys. It's just an amazing. If you're into really profound esoteric teachings, a branch just fell out of a tree. Check those two books out from the 1930s and 40s. And then him and his wife traveled all around the country for years. He left early. She stayed and taught for 30, 40 more years. The Center Master Consciousness teachings that got it through onto the planet. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have a power. It doesn't have a pizzazz to it. When you just talk about it, you have to read it. You have to read it. And Lady Nada, they channel through, and there's ones called the Bridge to Freedom materials that came through in the 1950s. Geraldine Innocente was the channel, all connected, they're all part of the same team. And she said, this is the most profound teachings ever touched the planet. Probably ever will. It's the teachings that are going forward for the next 2,000 years, cycle of this earth. This is what's being said. And they said, and Christ and Christianity is all part of it. And she said, if you read this, the information that comes through, downloads that have come through to it will wake up will wake up your cells, will wake up your atoms, molecules, electrons, seed inside, crystal seed packets that are stored inside your cells that you have no idea about. Like massive quantum technology that we didn't even know could exist, but it's inside of us. It's like, did you know that, I'll go back to that, but Mother Earth has all the seeds for New Earth dormant under the ground. All these plants we might think going extinct, or pollution and man and all, they're destroying the earth. Well, did you know there's a whole layer down, I don't know how far, that she has all the seeds of every plant that's ever existed dormant under earth. And with the right frequencies, with the right vibration energy, those are going to start coming out. And for the new times that we have for plenty everywhere around the world. One more thing I'll say. So Lady Nada said, one of the ascended female, she's still female form, I guess, because they say they're physical. A form of, they're physical, but they're on a different octave. They said, we're as real up there as you guys are here. More real. That blew my mind. What do you mean more real? Because this is still a touch of not touch, but a dream world, a illusion, because of duality and up, down, left, right, and what's real, and creating things with our mind, and can create easily as destructive things. We can positive things because we're master creators. We're waking up to, but they've made sure that we purified, worked and face our dark side so much that when we create, it's been hard. Some of us had the hardest lives, and some of us had dark lifetimes to help others, because when our powers are given back to us, they do not want us destroying ourselves with them. Like Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, if that's not the most apropos statement in these times. But if you're not healed, you're going to use them against yourself and people and others and your enemies and your negative emotions, and you're going to destroy, ultimately yourself, but hurt other people along the way. So we got to get purified. Be pure as the first day, the first light when God created, let there be light. That has to be our consciousness and our focus and our attention and our goal. The pure is a newborn baby, born without sin, born in purity and perfection. The Russians, they're way ahead of us in the spiritual psychology, physical experiments and understanding and making things, manifestations. They got pyramids all over Russia they've built in the last, however long, half a century or less. So they built these pyramids based on, I don't know what, probably Egyptian. Well, anyways, they said that they would go there. This one's completely of wood. I think they're all of they're wood. Even the no screws, no metal, and they're thin and they're tall and they're like, 60 feet or 40 feet. They're not that big. They're not like the ones in Egypt. Anyways, they started noticing these plants coming up around the pyramid. And they kept noticing, and no big deal. And then they finally looked at them. They said, "What are these?" And nobody knew what they were. And so they took them and they tested them. And they said that no one could understand. No one knew what it was, what these plants were. And they said that somehow they figured out that it was a prehistoric plant that had surfaced, just like the story I was telling about the Mother Earth having the seeds dormant under the earth. That was an example of that. And that was just working with the frequencies, the vibrations, the scalar energy, all the sacred energies of the quantum physics and the way they built the pyramids there in Russia. And so I want to read this stuff to you. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon with every step we take. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. Hey younga ho younga, hey young young. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Sometimes it takes a while to get into the zone. Once you're in the zone, the spirit really moving, dancing. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to do the reading on the next video because this one's gotten pretty long. I know it's a lot of concepts, a lot of outrageous stuff I talked about. Again, it's just theory. It's just views. It's just things that I ponder or research or heard or experienced or know. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Love you all.